day, children. Happy to come your way once again for us to have another lesson in mathematics. Hope you've been keeping safe at home and being good children as well. In geometry and measurement, we are still going to talk about measurement of time. Specifically, we are going to tell the time by quarter to. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to tell the time by quarter to, or some few minutes to an hour. In our previous lesson, we looked at how to tell the time by quarter past and half past an hour. And we looked at the key word quarter. Quarter. We are still going to use that word a lot in our lesson for today. What did we say quarter is? Quarter means to divide something into 4 equal parts. One part of it, or a section of it, is quarter. And we looked at how to divide the face of the clock into 4 equal parts. 1 quarter makes up how many minutes? 15 minutes. Good. So how many minutes make up 60 minutes? We said 15 minutes make up 1 quarter. So how many of these 15 minutes will give us 60 minutes? 4 of these 15 minutes, or the quarters, 4 of these quarters will give us 1 hour. Okay, so how do you tell the time by quarter to? Where will the minute hand be? And where will the hour hand also be? Okay, so the hour hand will be between, or would pass the previous number. Let's say, for example, if the hour hand was on 9 and the minute hand gets to a quarter past, the hour hand will move a little bit from 9 and the minute hand will be on 3, because the 3 is giving us 15 minutes past 9. And how do we tell the time? By half past. Where will the minute hand be? The minute hand will move from 12 to 6, because 2 of 15 minutes will give us 30. The 30 minutes will give us half past. So when the minute hand moves from 12 to 6, we said it is half past. Let's try one example to refresh our memory on what we learned the other time. I have my analog clock here. Can you tell the time? The minute hand is on 6. The hour hand has moved a little bit from 6. So what says the time? Half past 7, or 7:30. Good. Today we are going to tell the time by quarter to. How do we determine that? When we say a minute is quarter to, or an hour is quarter to, the minute hand will move from 6 towards 12. You remember we said when the minute hand moves from 12, it goes round about and comes back to 12. Good. So now the minute hand has divided the clock into 2 equal parts. That is why we are saying half past. So all this side is known as half past. But what about this part? It's also another half to. Half to. But we don't normally say half to an hour. But it's a correct way of saying it. You will not be wrong when you say that. So when the minute hand is on 12, going back to 12 again, you can say the minute is half to. Okay. Our minute hand is going to continue moving to 12. What if it gets to 9? Remember, we said our clock, when it is divided into 4 equal parts, each quarter is 15 minutes. So when the minute hand moves from 6 to 9, another 15 minutes is gone, or another quarter is gone. So from 9 to 12, how many minutes is left again? 15 minutes. And 15 minutes is also a quarter. So when the minute hand is on 9, how can you tell the time? By using the word quarter. Remember I said when the minute hand gets to this side, all this minute will tell 2. So how can you tell the time? By looking at this. Our hour hand is on 7, moving from 7 towards 8. And our minute hand is on 9. And how many minutes is left to get to 12? 5, 10, 15. So quarter to. Quarter to. Quarter to which hour? Because the minute hand, the hour hand is moving gradually from 7 to 8. So now the time is quarter to 8. And this is how we write quarter to 8. Quarter to 8. Or you tell by telling the time, the minutes. So how many minutes is left for the minute hand to get to 12? 15 minutes. So you can say 15 minutes to 8. Quarter to 8 or 15 minutes to 8. Let's try another example. Okay. What says the time on an analog clock? The minute hand is on 12. And the hour hand is also on 12. So what says the time? Hope you've tried. The time is 12 o'clock. Okay. The minute hand is moving from 12 to 1. So what can you say about this? The time is 12:05. Good. What if the minute hand is on 3? 12:15. Or which other way can you say 12:15? Or which other way can you tell the time? Quarter past. Quarter past. Okay. Our minute hand is still moving. It's now moving from 3 to 4. So what minute do you get when the minute hand is on 4? 20 minutes. So the time is 12:20 or 20 past 12. It's moving. It's on 5. 25 minutes past 12. Now the minute hand has divided the clock into 2 equal parts. So how do we say that? Half past. Half past what? Half past 12. Hope you can see the hour hand is moving gradually from 12 to a different number. Let's continue. Now the minute hand is moving from 6. It's going back to 12, but it's not yet on 12. It's now on 9. So how can you tell the time when the minute hand is on 9? Going back to 12. We just said it. Quarter to. Quarter to. Quarter to what? Quarter to no longer 12 because the hour hand is moving gradually from 12 to a different number. What's the next number after 12? 1. So the time is quarter to 1 or 15 minutes to 1. 15 minutes to 1. Hope you are getting what you are doing. So now the minute hand is on 12. So what is the time? 1 o'clock. Let's try another example. Now what is the time? The time is 1 o'clock because the hour hand is on 1 and the minute hand is on 12. So an hour has gone by. Okay, you remember in our first lesson on measurement of time, we said 12 is the starting point of the minute hand. So when the minute hand is on 12 and it's starting another journey, it moves from 12 to different numbers, goes round about and comes back to 12. Hope you've not forgotten that. Good. That is all that we are doing today. So our minute hand is moving from 12 to 1. So the time is 1:05. What if it's on 4? 1:20 or 20 minutes past 1, because the minute hand has moved from 12 and it's going round trying to go back to 12 again. It's now on 5, 15 minutes past 1. It's on 6. So we say the minute hand has divided the clock into 2 equal parts. That is why we tell the time by saying half past. So all this side, all the minutes at this side is half past. So the minutes that you count to get back to 12 again will be 2 or half 2, or you count the minute to the 12. So what if the minute hand gets to 7? How many minutes will be left for the minute hand to get to 12 or to get back to 12? Let's count the minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can say 25 minutes to 2, because the hour hand will move from 1 to 2. It's now in the middle of these two numbers, 1 and 2. So you can also say the time is 1:35 or 25 minutes to 2. Hope you are following. Our minute hand is moving from 7 to 8. So how many minutes is left for the minute hand to get to 12? Count and tell me. Remember, the interval between each number, or the interval between the numbers, is 5. 20 minutes to 2. Good. Let's continue. It's now on 9. And what is our special way of saying it? 1:45 or 15 minutes to 2. It's moving from 9 to 10. So how do you say this 2? Remember, I said you count the rest of the minutes left for the minute hand to get to 12. So how many minutes are left? 5, 10. So you can say 10 minutes to 2. Very good. The minute hand is now on 11. How many minutes is left for it to get back to 12? 5 minutes. So you can say 5 minutes to 2. So now it has come back to 12 again. So an hour has gone by. So the time is 2 o'clock. Clap for yourself. All too soon, we've come to the end of our lesson. How did we tell the time today? Yes, we said we were going to tell the time by 1:45. Hope you observed how the minute hand and the hour hand moving from each number to the other. Good. We said when the minute hand starts from 12 and goes round and comes back to 12, an hour is gone by, or an hour has gone by. But when it is going back to 12 and it gets to 9, we can tell the time by saying 1:45 or 15 minutes to the hour. We can also say that the time is some few minutes to a particular hour when it starts moving from 6, because we said when the minute hand gets to 6, the clock divides itself by 2 equal parts. And then we said when the minute hand gets to 6, the clock divides itself into 2 equal parts. So the minutes that came before it got to 6 will be past, and the minutes that are left to get back to 12 will be 2. So you can say 25 minutes to an hour, 20 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes to an hour, 10 minutes to an hour, or 5 minutes to an hour. But the moment it falls on 9, we say 1:45 or 15 minutes to an hour. Children, I have an assignment for you today. You are going to draw clock faces to show the following times. Number 1, 3:45. So how are you going to show it? Where will the minute hand be? On 9. And then the hour hand will gradually be moving from 3 towards 4. Number 2, 20 minutes to 1. 20 minutes to 1. Hope you know where the minute hand will be. Good. Number 3, 15 minutes to 5. We have another way for saying 15 minutes. That is 4:45. So I know where you are going to put the minute hand and the hour hand. And the last one, 10 minutes to 6. 10 minutes to 6. So the minute hand is definitely going to be on. I know you know it, and I know you can do them perfectly. I would love to come your way another time. Until then, bye-bye.